Alright, welcome back to the channel. Well, as you know, Nemo's been getting cut apart. The Ranger, Nemo the Ranger. And basically starting over. Like I showed you, the cab was empty, and basically starting with nothing. I'll show you what's going on here. Basically, got Toyota front end. That's basically cross member and control arms out of a 95 Toyota Tacoma. And then these are 2x3 rectangular tubing. And I'm just basically going to be building a just literally a basic frame setup. It's going to come up over the rear axle, and then it'll go straight back from there. And so with that, that'll help with some issues that I had with, we'll go out here. I know it's going to be a little bit bright, but hopefully transition won't be too bad here. As you see, this was the frame that was underneath the truck, and had some issues up front. It was I-beamed, but I already got rid of all that shit. And then this issue here. So, and there's your cab. No floor, no firewall. Floorboard sitting right there. Still be able to use a good chunk of the floor. So, I do have some things that I got to figure out. But not a whole lot. Biggest things are trying to figure out the last little bits, last measurements. I do have a basic design that I can show you. Gives you pretty much a good idea, if you can see that. Gives you a good idea of what I'm looking at for a design. Now, that design gives me a general idea of what I intend to do. I'm trying to keep the frame very simple. I don't want to go crazy with the frame. I may go crazy on the rear cross members, just because cross members will change, and they're easy to change, and you know, I can go just as crazy as I want to be with the cross members in the back, you know, just to make it as solid as I want, and kind of get it as designer as I want. So we'll see what I do in the back. Now, as far as the bed floor, I've decided I'm just going to raise the bed floor and probably make it sheet metal, and everything's going to be pretty much underneath it. The air tank system, which see it right there, I'm gonna do some work on the valves, clean up that tank, and repaint everything. These are Blitz left valves. Let me tell you, if you like valves that are extremely loud, these babies, whoo boy, they make a ton of noise. And they're 1/2 inchers, and this thing runs 1/2 inch line pretty much all the way through the truck, and I've run 1/2 inch line all the way through this truck since I put it together, the first time I put it together. So it ought to be pretty loud and obnoxious with the Blitz left valves. Yeah, I got some cutting, some trimming, and got some things to do to make this up to the Toyota front member. I got to get the width set, and yeah, I think I got a pretty good idea of how I want this set up. And if you want to come along for the ride, feel free to come along for this ride. I'll try to show you as much as I can. Doing a full frame off build like this is not necessarily the easiest thing in the world, you know. I'm not a great welder, by no means. I'll never say that I am. I'll say I'm an okay welder. I have a 110 welder here, or 120. I don't know if you can see that with the air light, but let's see. It's a Mac 120 or 115. I'll use that to tack the frame in together, and once that's tacked in, what I'll do is, I got a friend of mine that's got a 240 welder over at his shop. I'll basically take everything over to his and finalize everything at his shop once I have everything where I want it to be. So that way I know it's nice and solid. My 4-link is going to get redone. I got my chrome 4-link bars. I didn't like how they were set up, so we'll design the 4-link brand new. I gotta design the 4-link cross members again, which this frame design ought to make that a little easier. And I gotta figure out how to get that big old motor over there into this truck. So it's been 90 to 100 degrees every day, and humidity has been unbelievable. So that being said, getting a whole lot of work done every day has not really been on the agenda. So like I said, if you want to hang out for the ride, hang out for the ride. I'm gonna try to get this done as fast as I can, but I'm not gonna push myself and hurt myself to do this. All right, guys, if you like what you're seeing, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, you know, stick around, watch some more. There's gonna be more to this as I go. I'm sorry I had to cut that. Someone called my phone, and this is going to be the out to this video, and see you next time.